And we are often told to compare is to despair, but not if you compare what India is doing to Pakistan's apathy. Hundreds of Pakistani students are trapped in China, just like Indian students and Indian people. But the Imran Khan government has no plans to evacuate them. They say it's an act of solidarity with China. What good is such solidarity when it risks the lives of Pakistani citizens? There have been numerous appeals for help by Pakistani nationals stranded in China, but all of them are falling on deaf ears. According to the Pak Foreign Office, here's what they're going to do. They're monitoring the situation, cooperating with Chinese authorities and ensuring the safety of Pakistani students. No plans whatsoever to get them back home. They should probably listen to this.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम कविया सुल्ताना है और इस वक्त मैं चाइना के सिटी जिंगजू में मौजूद हूँ, जो वुहान से 1 आवर की ड्राइव पर है। और हमारे साथ यहाँ पर काफ़ी सारे पाकिस्तानी मौजूद हैं। एटलीस्ट 300 से ज़ायद पाकिस्तानी हम लोगों के साथ यहाँ मौजूद हैं। हमारी सारिम बर्नी ट्रस्ट के बिहाफ पर पाकिस्तान गवर्नमेंट से ये अपील है कि प्लीज़ हमें जल्द से जल्द यहाँ से रेस्क्यू किया जाए, क्योंकि हम लोग यहाँ पर मेंटली टॉर्चर हो रहे हैं। ज़्यादा हम यहाँ पर वेट नहीं कर सकते। प्लीज़ 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 हमें यहाँ से रेस्क्यू किया जाए।
Mental torture, she says. Clearly, the Pakistan government is to blame for this, they believe. Every country with its citizens stuck in China is working tirelessly to get them out at the earliest. But the Pakistan government says it is better for the citizens to stay where they are. Listen to their excuse. It's bizarre.
इस वक्त हमारा ये ख्याल है कि हमारे अपने प्यारों को जो कि चीन में हैं, उनके हक में ये सबसे बेहतर है और in the larger interest of the region, our country, world, कि हम उनको इस वक्त एवैक्यूएट ना करें। यही आलमी इदारा सेहत भी कह रहा है, यही चीन की पॉलिसी भी है और यही हमारी पॉलिसी भी है। हम चीन के साथ फुल सॉलिडारिटी में उनके साथ इसके ऊपर खड़े हैं।
In the larger interest of the world, he says, Pakistani students should remain where they are in coronavirus hit Wuhan. Hundreds of Pakistani students have launched social media campaigns requesting to be evacuated, but the Pakistani government says it's in the larger interest that they stay there. Do they believe there's a vaccine in sight? We've been here many times before. Yes, the Chinese authorities may be working at an unprecedented speed, but there's no proof, no foolproof cure yet, not yet. Vaccines do take time. After the SARS outbreak in 2003, it took researchers 20 months to get a vaccine ready for human trials. Medical experts in China say right now they're concentrating on prevention and controlling the outbreak.
我们一定要与病毒这个魔鬼争分夺秒地与它赛跑。我们无论是在人才队伍、科研条件和技术储备上，都比以往任何时候有了更充裕的准备、更充分的准备。所以我们坚信。 我们一定能打赢这场疫情防控狙击战。
The World Health Organization, by the way, has lauded all these efforts. WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom was in Beijing, and he says that Chinese officials are committed to combating the outbreak and are demonstrating cooperation with all nations. Listen to this.
The speed with which China detected the outbreak, isolated the virus, sequenced the genome, and shared it with WHO and the world are very impressive and beyond words. So is China's commitment to transparency and to supporting other countries.
So first, the WHO takes forever to figure out how serious this threat is, does not declare it a global public health emergency until it becomes a very big one, and then only ends up appreciating China's efforts. Others are accusing China of not being transparent enough, of trying to put a lid on how serious the situation was. The fear of an epidemic is now giving way to racism and xenophobia too. Look at this headline. Alerte jaune, that is yellow peril in French. This was the headline in a French newspaper. The owners have apologized now, but they're not the sole culprits. The coronavirus is turning nations into hostile lands for the Chinese. What you see on your screens is a sign outside a shop in Japan. It reads, "No Chinese are allowed to enter. I do not want to spread the virus." In so many words. This has prompted several Chinese nationals to hit back. One person tweeted an image. It reads, "I am not a virus." The Chinese regime too is cracking down on such unwarranted criticism, not in the best of ways though. Censorship restrictions on information relating to the coronavirus have been introduced now. This is what China is very good at, censoring. In China, any criticism on social media now risks 3 to 7 years of imprisonment. The coronavirus could be much worse for China's economy than SARS. It is also testing the world's dependence on China. Apple is rerouting supply chains. IKEA and Starbucks are closing their stores. Ford and Toyota assembly plants lie idle in China. Growing number of air carriers are reducing their services to China. Hotels and tour operators are anxious as the world's largest source of tourism is sealing its borders. Economists are predicting losses of a percentage point or more to China's growth in the first quarter as compared to last year. The coronavirus is bad news and it keeps getting worse.